Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys another set of albums I made using this Frosted Peppermint collection by Die Cuts with a View. Now, I'm considering this smashed. This is all I have left from the two paper pads, just these strips, mostly the ones with the little circles inside, but I thought I would still use these up and make some kind of embellishments because I think they would be great like little pockets in junk journals and things like that. So these ones I actually wanted to save. I think the colors in this collection, like I never thought like the red and pink would be, you know, easy to work with, but oh my gosh, I love how it turned out. Just because it doesn't have any green, but I love it, you guys. It turned out so stinking cute. And so many of you guys actually messaged me asking what collection I used when I shared like a sneak peek on my Instagram. Well, it was the Frosted Peppermint by Die Cuts with a View that I had in my stash, which is kind of sad because now I don't have any more, and I don't think Die Cuts with a View makes paper anymore. But yeah, anyway, so let me know if I should do a video of how I make some embellishments with those strips, just like for junk journals and things like that. So let me know if that's something I should do. But otherwise, I'm considering these two paper pads smashed, so that gives me two more paper pads that I used up for the month of August for my Paper Stash Smash collaboration. And I just need to write them off on my list so you guys know I keep track of all the paper that I use throughout the year. And now I have two more to write off for the Frosted Peppermint, because I want to know exactly how many paper packs and stuff I'm using throughout the year. And then I like to put how many sheets it had. So I'm just going to write that twice. I can copy and paste, but I like the slightly different handwriting when I make it or when I write it. So it makes it look more like I didn't just copy and paste. Okay, so, my 6x6 paper section is getting full. This is both 6x6 down here. I need to do better with 12x12, some more 12x12s. Like anything in yellow is still things I'm currently working through that I need to finish. So yeah, work in progress. Oh, also, I just recently used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more individual sheets from my stash. Put 7. Okay, so let's get into the video and I'll share with you guys what I made with the Frosted Peppermint paper pads. Okay, and as you guys know, I've been trying to work through a custom order where I needed to make 8 Christmas mini albums. So now I've got 4 done. I still need 4 more to make. But with this Frosted Peppermint, I made these 2 mini albums. So they are the same style as I did in my last video. So again, to make these, I used this cutting guide and tutorial from my channel and my coffee shop where you guys could get the cutting guide. It is the Bon Voyage Island Adventure mini album, okay? This is what it looks like. I just matted it, obviously, in a Christmas theme. So you can always make your base and then mat it with whatever paper that you want. But this is the cutting guide. So I'm gonna have that link down below so you guys can follow along. You make the base and then you just mat your paper. Super duper easy, and you could do it in any theme that you have. This was kind of harder for me to do with the cut up parts just because the paper pad I was working with, this did not have any cut up parts at all, not even one. Okay, not even a teeny. Okay, I guess I had teeny little ones, but I didn't use that backside because it's mostly like these little to and from cut up parts and like little teeny bits. But I did have another like a red and white kind of paper pad in my stash from Michael's, so I just pulled some cut up parts from there. And then I had these 2 embellishments in my stash that I think were gifted to me at some point, but I just thought they worked well here. And I actually had 2 of them, so I was able to like still make the projects look similar, each with an embellishment like that. Then I just used some flowers from my stash, and the little leaves are the Leaves Bundle die set from Scrap Diva Designs. I just did them in gold here. And I always love adding my little leaf embellishments. It adds so much. When I just try to do the flowers, like I can't do it. I have to do it with the leaves. So it's just like one of those things that I got to do. This was a scrap I had left over towards the end, but I thought like this was too plain on the back. So I had to break it up with like another piece of paper. So I did add the pink strip here on both of them. Okay, so sides I think are the same, and then the back as well. So the insides are all the same with the exception of the cut aparts. So let me just share with you guys this one. So it looks like this. I think they're so cute, you guys. I just love how it turned out with this collection. And I do want to share with you guys, I used 2 sets of sizes of magnets. Well, oops, I just got all these out of here by accident. Oopsies. Okay. We're gonna, oh my goodness. I'm trying to stick them down. Okay. And then I could put these back in here. All right. Anyway, so 2 sets of magnets. The one that I used right here is the 5/16 of an inch. And then the rest of the magnets throughout this album are the 1/2 inch. So I'm going to have both of these linked down below. And of course, you guys could use the code KarolinasKrafts for 10% off your order. They are my favorite magnets. I love those magnets so much. They are perfection. So here I have a cut apart. Actually, this is from a different collection that I had in my stash. I have also like a bunch of single sheets of cut aparts for Christmas, so I was just kind of pulling from wherever I can. But this one says Happy Holidays. I left this open and made a little tuck spot, so I added a cute little tag that I die cut out with a tag die set. I'll have that linked down below also. This opens up like this. This is where that 5/16 inch of a magnet is, underneath there. And then I just have 2 more tags here. I was running out of cut apart, so I just did 2 tags there. And technically, I didn't even need a magnet here, but I have it. Then here, I used another die set from my stash. I shared that in the previous album I made as well, but it's a die set from KarolinasKrafts. It is her August release for 2025, her Christmas Shadow Words. I'm going to have that link down below also, but now for this album I did pink, and then I also have some in red throughout the album, which you guys will see. The last album I did, I had reds and greens, but yeah, so it says North Pole. I love adding those little die cuts in here. They're just so pretty. And then I added a little photo mat. Now this is a die set from my stash also. I wanted to link it in the last video, but it doesn't seem to be available anymore. So unfortunately, I can't link that. It won't even like open the page anymore from my order history. It just doesn't exist. But yeah, I just love that, and I have that in my stash. So if it ever comes back in stock, obviously I'll link it, but for now it won't even like take me to the page. Then here I have a pocket. I just decorated a little bit with some stickers that I had from some sticker book, like a Christmas sticker book. And then here I have a tag, like a large tag, and this cut apart that says we wish you a Merry Christmas. Now I like including these tags because when you go to add a photo, like let's pretend you're adding a 4x5 size photo here. Okay, so when you add a photo, you can glue it down on 3 sides and keep the top open and put a tag there and have a cute little tuck spot. So I love adding in tags. That way it's like a nice hidden journal spot. Everybody doesn't have to read what you wrote when they're looking through the album. They might not even know that the tag is there. And so you could just kind of have like a little hidden spot, and then your album is not just looking like you wrote all over it. So I like a lot of like hidden spots. But like I was sharing with you guys, you could fit 4x5 size photos in here. Or if you want to do 4x6, you would just crop it down just a little bit. Like you could fit a 4x6, but obviously that's the size of that patterned paper. So you would need to crop it down a little bit on the covers. For these here, you would have to crop it down because these pages, the pattern paper is 5 7/8. So a little bit shorter. I mean, it would fit if you just do it on the black part like that. Like you could still do something like that. And then you just have the paper on the sides, and you could always do a tuck spot behind there on the side like that if you would like. So you have options with the sizes of the photos, or if you want to do like the little tags and stuff. But yeah, I definitely included a lot of tags throughout because I love being able to just do like a little hidden journal spot. So then the next page looks like this. This is just blank, so you can add a full-size photo here. We've got another little pocket here, and you could fit 4x5 size photos in this pocket. So those will fit in there if you would like to do that. And here I just have a little stocking, and that's a little booklet, and then just another tag right there for some more journaling. And you don't have to like keep those obviously in the pockets. Then here I have the word mistletoe. Oh, the other album has different words because I cut one out. I cut a set out in pink, and I cut a set out in red. So then they have different words. Like this one, the last one said North Pole. This one says Santa Claus. You can see this one has a different cut apart here, different cut apart here. And then the other one says mistletoe. This one says nutcracker. So they're all words from this set though. So you get all of those words, you get a lot. So this one says mistletoe. I just did another little like photo mat, and obviously you could add this wherever. You don't have to add it just here. You could add it wherever. And you could either glue your photo directly onto that, or you could use that as a journal spot here and then have a photo here. So it doesn't have to be a hidden journal spot. You could do it however you want. Then here I have this little flip out page like this, and this actually pulls out completely. So you have some writing space on here as well. And then you could always add more on the back, whether you want to write or you want to add a photo. So you could do either or. And then this does go back in and magnetizes closed. So that is magnetized there. That's where I used a 1/2-inch magnet. Then here we've got another pocket. I did add another photo mat in here. So you could use this photo mat wherever you want, or as a journal card. It's a little big for that spot there, but you could add it on here. I could have added it on here, and then you still have the border of the page. So I just included another one of those that the recipient can put those wherever. And then I have another little booklet card thing. It says Joy to the World. So that just lives in this pocket with another tag. Then here another blank spot for photo, like a large photo area. Then here you could put 4x4 size photos. But that will cover up obviously the pink. I would probably add like a 3x4 size photo here. So you have like you could do something like this and have some pink top and bottom, maybe even like here, and that way that covers like, so you still see some of that pink down there. So you could do a 3x4 like this, and then you could see the pink top and bottom, and then you could add another photo up here or up here and do some journaling, however you want to do that. Or you could just add a 3x3 like this, and then you have the pink border all the way around. But like I said, a 4x4 would cover that completely, covers that whole entire pink. Actually covers a little bit more, so I guess that's a little teeny bit shorter. But yeah, a 3x3 would look really nice. And then you could do that here as well, or do journaling. So you have a couple of spots there, so you could do writing or photo here, 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 and then here as well. You could do another one down here, or probably here you could do a 4x4 if you wanted to. Yeah, you could do a 4x4 there. Okay, so that is your little waterfall. Then the next page like this. So here, this one says Santa Claus, and I think the other one now says North Pole. Yeah, so that one says North Pole there. They both have the sticker that says made with sugar, spice, and lots of Christmas magic. This is another little tuck spot. And obviously, if you're putting down photos, like glue this down. Don't just have a tuck spot. Like I would glue this down, and then if you still wanted a tuck spot, like you can still tuck something else underneath there. Like maybe you want to do a little booklet or something, and that will hold better. But yeah, I would definitely glue down like a photo. Anyway, so that's the Santa Claus with the little tuck spot. Then here you have that little booklet, fa la la, and then another tag right here. And then here we've got these like twin kind of pages. Now this one opens up and pulls out. So you could take that out completely, and that's magnetized with a 1/2-inch magnet. And then this one is just a flap. This one doesn't pull out. But you have all this additional space. You could add 4x4s here. You could do a 4x5. So you have options for what you want to include on those as well. And then obviously you could do the same here. So you could put a 4x5 here and here, or do a 4x5 and a 4x4. So like whatever you want to do. But there's like a lot of space for photos in here, and all I did was use one 6x6 pad, and I feel like you get a good amount of space. And then here I have a little belly band. I have this little booklet. I was just using a scrap from my stash that I was working with recently, and that just says, I just added a little Christmas mug sticker, and it says traditions. It's ivory, I know, but I was just using a scrap from my stash. So person could either take it out and not use it, or they want to use it, they can. They could also put like a little hole in it and use it as a tag on a gift or something. But I have 2 tags here, and then this I'm just tucking in. I was literally running out of cut-aparts, and like I don't have a lot of like red cut-aparts. There's a lot of green cut-aparts that I have. So I even like had to use gray. Because I was very limited in what cut-aparts to include in here. But that is this album, you guys, or these 2 albums that are now ready to go off to their new home as well. But like I said, I still have 4 more I need to make for this custom order. So we're slowly getting through it. We did, what, 5 paper pads so far for the month. I don't know if I'll get to finish. I want to say I probably won't finish. But you guys might be seeing more 6x6 projects in September, even though September is a different month, and I think September I'm using 8x8 paper pads. But I did choose less, so if I need to finish these projects in September, I can totally do that. Because I've been choosing way too many and not getting through them all, being over ambitious. Okay, well, anyway, that is all that I wanted to share in this video. Like I said, definitely check out the tutorial and the cutting guide for this album. Like I said, it is using this cutting guide, okay? There's not even paper matting video for this. So the cutting guide and the tutorial is just the base pages, like whatever color you choose. I have mine in black. You could do a craft color, pink color, you could do white, or whatever color you want. You're just learning how to do the album base. When I do a paper matting video, I'll definitely add it onto here. So then you'll be able to like get and download your cutting guide, like re-download it, and it'll have the paper matting. For now, I do not have the paper matting video attached to this yet, but I definitely plan on doing one as I make more of these albums. It's just going to be obviously in a Christmas theme. But that's the whole thing. Like, I want people to be able to look at a tutorial and be like, okay, I could do this in Halloween paper. I could do this with the doggy paper I'm working with. I could do this in summer paper, like whatever it is. I don't want you guys to just look at this and be like, oh, I don't have that paper pad. Like, no, I want you guys to be able to make the album base and then mat it with whatever paper you have in your stash. Okay, well, anyway, that is all. I'll have everything linked down below, including the magnets and things I used as well. The leaves bundle die set for the leaves, because they're my favorite. And that is everything. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.